warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 3.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records. Yeah, used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check it. Hey, check it.
Brady now to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
On play action, it's Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Packers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on a young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Brady. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Buccaneers hit 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Regular. Alpha. Gold 50.
Now Brady again. Finding Otten once more. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Pack it.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Brady. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
No, 66. Shadow.
On play action, now Brady. Throw left side, hauled in by Otten. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Otten really landed in a nice situation when Tampa Bay picked him on day 3 of the draft. He goes to an offense that likes to use more than one tight end. He's got an immediate opportunity to play his way on the field. Plays like that will only get him more looks. A nice 1st down pickup there.
Now a play fake, Brady. Going across the formation, there's Otten with it. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
They'll run it here with Bernard. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
26.
From the 27, Rodgers, a check down here to Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Dillon now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. DK Metcalf, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Crosby with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Forced out to his left.
He's got Otten.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Go Bandit! Hey, Alabama. 72. Out.
From the gun, it's Brady.
Getting it out wide here to Bernard.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady.
He'll drop this off for Bernard.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, You assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Hey, go 66. Check it. Hey, check it. Alert! Alert! Regular!
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
This one taken in by Otten.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Hey, set. Alpha. 450.
Brady to throw again. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Brady now on 1st down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Cover! Go up. Go, 66. Shadow! Ozzy! Check it, reload! Hey,
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Succop's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this 3rd quarter of play.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. You need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Hey, Alabama, Alabama. 72.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Hey, 66. Let's go up.
First down, here's White. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Robert Quinn. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
72. Grim. Hey, goal 66. 72.
On second down, here's Brady. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start with the option. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Bucs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Throwing again on second down. Brady.
He completes it to Julio Jones. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
Wait, let's go up. No, 66.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Hey, Rashad White, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. So a little extra time to ponder this third and goal as we play three.
Alpha. 450. Sugar. Let's go up. No, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
The Green Bay Packers took a couple of members of the vaunted University of Georgia defense in the first round in the 2022 NFL Draft, and the second of those picks was Devontae Wyatt, a hulking lineman with excellent athleticism.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed, but this one is over.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. This has been all that we'd hoped for. 2 of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. 1st and 10.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Buccaneers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be...
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Coming in to put a lick on it was Levante David.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Second and 12, and you have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Again, it's Jones. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Off the option, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Crosby is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard in the last timeout on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Brady to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Go Bandit! He's in now! Hey, Alabama. 72.
To throw is Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
Hey, go 66.
Back to throw, Brady. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Check it. Hey, check it.
Now Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And credit that sack to Robert Quinn.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also fourth down.
Now Brady got to have this one. Open man has got it. It's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Now receiver in motion left. One final try now for Brady. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Buccaneers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.